Hey there, guys. Bit of an update. Life has been, I don't know, full on of late. A lot's changed. Training is proving quite difficult while doing night shift. So, yeah, in lockdown number 6. So, yeah, it's just getting to the point of being completely and utterly beyond ridiculous. Yeah, so I had to go back into the security industry, had to fold one of my businesses. I just couldn't keep it afloat. So just doing a lot of night shift, and they're anywhere from 10.5 hours to 13-hour shifts. So got to look after the family, so make sure they're taken care of, and then do my best to sort of train afterwards. I'm finding it pretty tough to adjust the next day and even sort of the day after. To give you an idea, I went to do bench press. The previous session I got 9 reps. I was hoping to go for 10. And on night shift, I just don't get hungry either, so it makes it really difficult to eat, and I just don't feel like eating. If anything, I feel quite sick if I sort of eat at the wrong hours. So, definitely dropped a little bit of weight as well. So I ended up hitting 3 sets of 8 at 180 kilos on bench press. And then I went to do my overhead work, to give you an idea, and I only got 7 reps. Then, so you know what, I'm not going to push shoulders today. Too taxed and fatigued, especially from night shift. Then the next day, went to do my overhead press work and got 14 reps with 100 kilos for overhead. So it gives you an idea of how much, fatigue, lack of sleep, lack of food really makes. I'm sure my bench press would have gone a lot better, and I probably would have got, a set or 2 of 10s. But, I'm going to see what happens next week. This week's really full on. A lot of training shifts because I'm being trained for different positions and different roles. So, yeah, just, it's not as if I can just go to one site and just get trained there and, learn everything and then, consistently start working. I'm doing a few different things. In a way, that provides a little bit of change, makes it, definitely more interesting in that regard. But, just, night shift, ouch, wow. But I'm going to do my best to stick to it today. Probably just going to play around with the stones. I'm contemplating probably doing front squats, or I might just leave them for tomorrow. I sort of wasn't pushing heavy squatting, especially while my body's adjusting. I don't really want to spike the cortisol levels any higher, and I don't want to make it difficult for myself to recover, especially while I'm adjusting to night shift. To those that are probably in a similar position as well, I've really tried to look after my diet and just forcing the calories in when I wake up. Just eat sort of whatever's healthy but really high calorie and, makes it worth your while. You're probably going to suffer for a little bit at the start, just like I have. I'm not going to say, it's, the end of the world by any means, but it just, like anything, it takes some adjusting, getting used to. And just expect for, after you've finished your night shifts and everything else, don't expect strength to be exactly where it is, 24 hours later. Maybe give it 48 hours and, that seems to work quite well. I'll post a few of the other videos like the bench press and the overhead work. If I do get round to doing squats today, front squats, I will post them as well. And speaking of squats and other things, my competition that I was going to do, that's been, pushed back further as well due to this virus. So, I got one now November, hopefully 6 and 7. The other one's like December 11 as opposed to early October. So, probably another reason why I'm not going to go anymore with the heavy singles. It's just not worth the risk reward. But not even so much the risk. It's just, I'm not going to stress my body that amount while I'm trying to adjust to this. I want to try and go 950 at under 115. And then, the goal after that's hopefully total the 1,000. That's a goal I've had for a very, very long time, ever since I started the sport. And if anything, that goals become harder over time, simply because when I first started powerlifting, 14 years ago, everything was equipped and everything was single ply. So, totaling 1,000 single ply I could probably do now versus, totaling 1,000 raw is obviously much, much more difficult. To give you an idea, ages ago when I was quite young, I think I was about into junior, so about 23, I could bench 180 raw, but in competition I hit 260 equipped single ply. So I get 80 kilos out of a single ply bench shirt. Getting the extra 20 kilos out of a single ply squat suit, definitely achievable. And there's 1,000 right there. So, I'm just going to see what competitions do. There's meant to be a comp as well, September 19, that's bench press only. So hopefully I can, give that one a crack just for the sake of it and for the fun of it. And if I do, I'm probably just going to go equipped because, it's been a while since I've done equipped, and I'd really like to break the 300 kilo mark on bench press. Best I've done in comp so far equipped was 280, and then I missed 302 and a half. Someone had the record at 300, so wanted to take their record. Wasn't successful. So, quite a fair few years later now. Definitely have the strength for it. It just comes down to what is going on with our governments and how they decide to lock us down every now and again. So, lockdown 6.0. That's my update. For a few of you that I've been following, sorry I haven't, checked up on you guys of late. Just, my spare time, it's either just sleeping or just trying to stay away from social media, just due to the frustrations that I continuously see pop up in regards to, lack of freedoms and so forth. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Otherwise, have a great day, and catch you guys around soon.